Hello again, this is Trice Majestus, and we're outward bound. Hey Lynn, hey A4. It's good to see you. Oh, I forgot to get the... I forgot to bring the stick up. Busy getting everything ready. Forgot a few things. There we go. Funny.
Good evening.
A4's being funny tonight.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be one of them nights. You're singing wing invite too, sir?
It's giving me an unreachable.
Again, okay.
And you're on the tablet, right?
It says Emerald tablet right in front of me.
Okay. It's just being a... there it is. It just needed to catch up. Oh, so it does.
What?
So, I hit the button and it didn't move the thing. There we go. Alrighty.
I don't know if Yeller's still on here or not. I haven't seen him all day, but, you know, I wasn't on all day. I just jumped on a couple of times.
Right.
So...
Oh, I hit the change to live on OBS and it didn't do it. Looks like it's there now though. Thank you, A4. All right. So, well. Oh boy. All right. So,
I think we're more than 95 jumps, A4, but, you know, hey, who's counting?
well, he's got a 70 light year, so we're only 1,000 out, so.
Uh-oh. You guys left with my ass Explorer on board. Well, if you wanted, I'd get it now because right now it'd probably be cheaper and it will be in about 50 jumps.
Yeah, it should only be a few thousand right now to transfer it off, but in a few more days it'll be 1 million.
In a couple of weeks, it'll be 1 billion.
Yeah. I don't see that he's in game, so.
He wants to use it when he can. We're not going to Beagle Point.
Yeah, we're only going 3/4 of the way, yeah. There. Okay, so he doesn't want to move it off. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine. Let's go to the next system, then.
I show the next system should be a good system. It's like 190-some-odd thousand credits.
Aha. Well, it may or may not be because they didn't have the... I don't know that we'll discover it. We're going to... Where's my thing? Where's my thing? We're going to Byeia Chruia IE-P C190. which is
Which one?
just on the near side of the abyss. So it's going to.
Okay.
Hmm?
Never mind. You're telling him where we were going.
Yes. So basically, I'm putting the carrier in a location that's a good staging point for the last leg to Beagle.
He's not kidding you. It's 55,000 light years out here where we're going. What do you think we've been telling you for, what, a month now?
However, you know, if it's... It is a procedurally generated name, yes. That system has not been named.
Oh my god.
Okay, jump is now scheduled. And I can stare at my lovely carrier as my stick moves it around. The non-centering of my stick moves it around in a nice, even spin.
Oh gosh, I'm glad there's not a mirror on here somewhere.
Why?
Because you'd be sitting there trying to get your reflection in it with your carrier behind you.
Well, if I'd managed to get a decent webcam, I could have done picture-in-picture, but speaking of which, I have to confirm the return address because it looks kind of weird. And then send it back.
Hey, for your ship that has a really good jump range, I hope it's not the Asp.
No, he's got a 70 light year jump range Conda.
Oh, okay. Now, see, that's a shame that you couldn't bring your Anaconda out there, pick up your Asp and bring it back.
It'd be cheaper to ship the Asp back.
No, I meant loaded on to the Anaconda.
Oh, yeah, that would be nice.
By the time I get halfway back from coming back from there, I'll be wishing that I had a ship that had 50 light year jump.
Well, that's why I bumped mine up to 40. I know 40's reasonable.
Yeah, well.
Even so, I'm gonna be.
You'll miss like 3 planets where I'll get 3.
No, because when I'm doing actual exploring, I only move a system at a time. It's just when I say, okay, fine, I'm done with this and want to head home, I can just pick up and move.
Yeah. My other 2 little compadres used to laugh at me because I'd put it on economy and I'd be jumping like 6 light years at a time.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, you're never going to get anywhere. And I said, no, but I'll be rich if I ever do get there.
Yeah, that's the one thing going 500 light years at a time. We miss a lot in between.
Hey, Nate, how you doing?
Hey, Nate.
Probably by the time we get out here and we start jumping back, A4 will have his carrier and we can stop and help him fill up with tritium.
Yep. Take
But
another.
I don't know which way he's going to go with his.
Who knows?
I noticed a lot of the carriers are, well, the fuel rats, they got a carrier.
Huh. Well, actually, that makes sense because they can go use the carrier as a fueling base.
Yeah. It didn't really say if it was just for ships or if it was for carriers or. It's for. I hear you, A4. Yeah, I've already made up my mind. I ain't gonna get one. I can just sit here between Trace and Cap and maybe you. I could sit there and be bought between the three of you guys' carrier and be just happy. And then if I get bored, I can go jump someplace else.
Well, there's no rush.
Well, tritium. Find you cheap places to buy tritium. They're talking about making $200 million an hour just selling tritium to I don't know if it's stations or carriers or.
It's stations. It's between where we were picking it up and there's a station 6 away that's paying 30. So you buy it 4, sell it 30, rinse, repeat in like 10 or 15-minute intervals.
The carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump.
Yeah.
Please conclude any outstanding business in the system prior to departure.
It's easy money. Although I wouldn't want to do it in a Type 9.
It doesn't seem to be nerfed yet. And no, I wouldn't try Type 9 with no shields. That's for sure.
No, I'd want to do that in a cutter. Boy, there's a lot of carriers that are selling tritium at rock bottom minimum.
Yeah.
They're literally undercutting the stations by a significant amount.
Did you have any problems getting on Elite tonight?
No, none at all.
Every time I signed on, it was like, enter your ID and your password, please, and then it says you have had a something or other sent to your email, a entry code, and I put that in there, and it says purchase the game, and I was like, I already purchased the game.
Oh boy.
I had to log out and log it back in probably about 3 times, and it finally let me in, and I thought, I ain't going nowhere. Sometimes the access to docking denied is because all the pads are full.
Attention, carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
Especially if it's a platform and not a station. They seem to have limited pads, and if people don't go into the hangar part of it, I've been loaded down and go in and access denied, and you have to wait for somebody to leave.
Yep. Well, here's something interesting. There's some carriers selling tritium at minimum, and there are some carriers buying tritium at maximum. So you can literally buy a ship full of tritium at 2K and sell it at a carrier for 400, a different carrier for 416K.
Why are they doing that?
Because they're looking to go along fast and they want to get, they need to get filled up. There's one of them on this list. He's only got one left to buy before he's ready. Actually, there's a couple with only one left. One with 4 left, but there's one that's 800 tons. He needs 800 tons, and he's paying max. So you just go to one of these ones that's paying minimum, buy, fly to the one that's paying maximum, sell, and you're making about 414 a ton. 414K per ton. For next to no work.
Oh. Pictures of pirates are hanging out over there big time, too.
Well, that's why you do it in a cutter.
Oh, well, that'd be bad. You jump over there and the carrier's gone and there you are full.
Yeah, God, yeah.
Like, get rid of it.
That would absolutely suck. Not so much on the buy side as on the sell side. There's one of them out at Sagittarius A.
And it's what, buying it?
Oh yeah, it's buying it at 160K per ton. And at that point, you're mining.
Yeah, yeah. I seen where some carrier was going to Colonia, and if you wanted to ride along, you could ride along for free. If you had some tritium, that would be wonderful, but not required. He's going out there, and I believe he said it was going to take a month, or maybe he was going to be out there a month. I don't know. I was like, okay.
There's one guy that's what he's planning to do. He's planning to go back and forth from one system in the bubble to Colonia and back. And that's what he's planning on doing for the rest of the game, is just going back and forth in his carrier.
He may be able to make some money, maybe. I don't know.
Well, yeah, he's forget what he's doing. But he's got a way that he's planning on making money doing that.
I think Trace needs to rename his ship the Whoopee Cushion. They may have had to change the sound of the horn because it may have been too close to something else, and they could have possibly been afraid of a copyright violation.
With what they've done with the with the shapes of the nose modules,
They don't want to push their luck any further on a horn.
that could be.
Attention all ships. This carrier is about to engage the frame shift drive. Please move to a safe distance.
Oh, I see that we're Nate is 1,103 light years away from us.
Well, add another 500 to that. Because here we go.
Attention. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We went from a ship's horn to a ship's fart.
After we hear this about 97 times, it may be annoying.
Yeah, I'm glad we're only going to hear it a few times a night.
I guess same game plan. Jump out and scan.
Same game plan, jump out and scan it. Yep. And yeah, we bought the Madeline voice. It was the best sounding one.
Yeah.
It was either Madeline or Yumi, and Madeline was just slightly better than Yumi.
No. Current graphics identified.
Retract landing gear.
Go for launch. Departure
Landing
confirmed.
gear retracted.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. System scan complete.
System map. 3 stars and a planet. Okay. Xanavir was here. And Nivi. Xanavir and Nivi. Alright. It's a small system. Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
'07 Commander, welcome to our carrier.
Really? Really? 07 Commander? Okay, fine. Open hailing frequencies.
Where you at?
What'd you say?
I'm trying to figure out where you're at.
I'm coming back into the carrier right now. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad.
I gotta slide left so that I don't... Oh, you're going in with the docking computer, so I gotta... Definitely... Oh, no, I gotta slide right because they're facing the other direction.
Well, I can cancel till you get docked.
Oh, no. I just make sure I'll go around a little bit.
The reason why I was trying to figure out where you was at, if I needed to wait or...
No, I know you're doing the docking computer thing, so I just make sure I steer wide of the vertical column that it uses, since I like to come in more horizontal than that.
Well, I'm on pad 7, and I think you're behind me.
I'm on pad 6, right beside you.
Oh,
Deploy landing gear. Oh, it's
Landing gear deployed.
actually it's behind and to your right.
Landing gear deployed.
That's really weird because when we first went out, we went to this system and it paid us 194,982, and this time we just barely got 40,000 out of it.
Huh.
But I got it wrote down.
Right, I wonder if it's the same. That's interesting. Well, we did. Oh,
Sector BQ-Y.
yeah.
6.
Then part of the reason is we didn't, because of the calculation for getting first. We lose some on that because people have already actually been here.
Okay.
And it may not be exactly the same system. They may have tweaked the Galaxy slightly in the beta to make sure that things weren't quite where people would expect them to be.
Well, that's not nice.
Oh yes, it's. All right. Okay.
Oh, yeah. I'll let you get some of your tritium off. I still got 166 on.
Yeah, I want to get my fuel scoop on.
Yep, yep. Just in case.
Yep. There we go. Fuel scoop installed.
Yes, yes, yes. Always be safe than sorry.
Yep.
Especially knowing that you can fall through the bottom of this carrier and be left behind.
Yeah, that would not be good. Put myself back topside.
Dark out here.
Yeah, we ended up a long ways from the stars. System map. We're like orbiting the entire system at quite a distance. And I'll just leave that up. Next jump in 13 minutes.
Pretty cool.
has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in the system prior to departure.
No, I definitely like the one I've got. I wish the nameplate came in green too. I would have liked to have done that.
I believe you got a light bulb out there, boss.
Attention, carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
What's that writing there on the side?
On the side. And there's the nameplate there. I don't see where you're looking.
Well, I thought it was writing. It may be just the lights reflecting off the... It's like where the red lights there, where the rounded green is, it comes down and there's like 3 white lights and then 3 white lights. And it looked like it had writing. I guess it don't. I see the emerald. That's not what I was looking at. You know, it's just the way the light was reflecting. It looked like writing. Like on the storage, maybe storage units or something, saying hydrogen or something.
Well, it may be writing somewhere in there close in. Like the 474B there.
Yeah. That is cool.
Oh, like, warning, keep clear.
Yeah.
See our crap 6 contact?
Dropping engines to 0.
Pretty cool.
There's more writing in there. I can't get in close enough to see it, but
Yeah.
there's some right there. FMD S61.
Contact point. I wonder what that is.
I don't know. It looks like an airlock, so maybe for maybe at some point we'll be able to dock.
Oh, instead of land? Or, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Can you see in there on the deck, or is it just nothing?
47 for that a B or an 8? Oh, it's so hard to get in. 47, 48. Okay. There's an Empire sticker there. I want control over that decal.
Yeah.
Maybe that's coming. Because I certainly don't have anything here.
They got a lot of detail in there.
They certainly do. Now we get sucked into the bay.
Attention, carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
Yep, here I go.
Landing pads retracted. Hangar bay secure.
Gonna let me do this. I wonder for how long.
Maintenance crews have signed off. All scheduled work has been placed on hold until the jump is complete. All crew, prepare for carrier jump. Attention all ships, this carrier is about to engage the frame shift drive. Please move to a safe distance. Attention all personnel, frame shift drive has been engaged.
Oh wow, is it gonna let me?
Attention, counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ah!
So that'll be their next feature coming soon.
Yeah. I want to see it drive into that portal. So now let's get the friendship drive and the space fart. Let's go see what we got.
Yep, going up.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage. System scan complete.
I see. System map. Hope 16. Got the both stars on the system. Okay.
Heading back, Commander.
Yep. Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
Thank you for visiting our carrier. We hope you find what you're looking for.
She's so polite. Open hailing frequencies. Open hailing frequencies. Anubis.
Yes, Commander.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
I think Anubis is getting
Access
jealous.
granted. Proceed to your allocated
Yeah.
path, Commander.
He's probably wishing he could be the carrier voice.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Contact confirmed. Clamps engaged. Enjoy your stay with us.
900 credits.
You gonna put the tritium in?
Yeah, I'll do it this time. And you can do
Okay.
it next time.
It don't matter. Just let me know when.
Okay.
'Cause I've
Alrighty.
got my fuel scoop and shit on, so excuse me, fuel shit and stuff on.
Alrighty. Well, one thing going out and scanning the system does is it gives the cooldown time to go away.
Well, that's true. That's true. That is a bonus.
Did I misspell it? Blue Thua AC0 B470.
That's what I got.
Interesting. Alrighty. That's interesting.
That's what I got.
There's 3 carriers at Explorer's Anchorage already.
Okay. I wonder if you're selling tritium there.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll find out. Alright. We'll try this again. I don't know. Excuse me. Oops. Way too far. Ha! Matches everything except one letter. guess we wrote it down wrong.
I kind of find that strange since
It's the right distance and everything.
huh.
Blue Thua AH0 rather than AC0.
Okay.
Well, we'll find out.
Yeah.
I'm going to change that to an H on mine. And then we just got to wait for the jump. Yeah.
I find that, I don't know, I just find that strange because I wrote mine down independently than what you wrote yours down. So it's like, wow, okay.
Yeah, I don't know. Everything matches, but except the H, the C is an H. And it's the right distance. In the right direction.
So we'll go for it.
Yeah. So even if the name changed, it's the same system.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to tell when we make the next jump if the next one shows up as a reasonable jump.
A4 says he sees that that's what's happened with some random names.
The reason is my joystick does not have a dead zone. And it's not quite perfectly centered. So I've got a little bit of downward drift and a little bit of leftward drift in the stick.
In common layman's terms, he's a half a bubble off.
Half a bubble off. And I can't get it. It won't center. It won't. There's no zero. Doesn't seem to exist. I could put a dead zone on the stick, but
The way you become used to flying, I wouldn't.
no, I don't like having a dead zone on the stick at all. It's one of the features of this is the because it's a piezoelectric sensor or something similar to that. It's basically able to have a zero dead zone, where a more mechanical stick always has a dead zone in the middle. So literally, the sense on this is not by movement of it's by movement of a magnet more than anything else, if I remember correctly. So it's very, very, very sensitive.
Yeah, I think he has the Warhog.
Yep,
Warthog.
it is the Warthog.
And I have the Thrustmaster 16,000.
The only thing I miss from the other Thrustmaster is the extra degree of freedom on the stick, where it's got a twist motion for yaw.
Yeah. Yeah, I use that in the SRV.
Mm-hmm. In the SRV, when I'm in the turret, I find I've got one continuous control plane missing. I can't fully control the turret and the SRV.
Right. Yeah, see, I could be in my turret and just twist it in my turret twist, or I can lean it and turn my SRV to go in a direction I want to go. So I can still sort of halfway stay in the turret and without, well, I won't say without running into something, because I usually do.
So I've got three.
There's still a mouse and a keyboard. I would say about 1,000% difference.
Oh, it's a huge difference.
It's like getting in a cockpit of an airplane, or yeah, it's like getting in a cockpit of the airplane. You got your throttle, you got your pitch up and down, you got your yaw, and he's got the foot pedal, so he has, you know, the rudder control.
Yeah, since I have foot pedals, I have rudder control in the feet, and
This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in the
Excuse
system prior to departure.
so I've got the rudder control on the feet like a normal plane, and the stick is an actual A10 Warthog stick, licensed from the Air Force by Thrustmaster. Plus, I have the Warthog throttle as well. One of the things I really like about the throttle, and the A10 Warthog throttle and stick, is that they're actually made out of, the bases on them are actually made out of titanium. So they don't move.
I don't know. Mine's pretty doggone heavy.
So the first Thrustmaster I bought, I was sliding it all over the stupid desk.
Oh, yeah.
It wasn't the
Mine's
16,000,
pretty heavy,
but
I get. Mine's pretty heavy, but I get excited and yank stuff around.
yeah, and that's the problem I had. You know, when I was just flying normally, it was okay, but as soon as I got into combat, when you need it to stay in one place, I'm dragging it all over.
Like trying to pull the ship with you.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, it's
a little duct tape goes a long ways.
yeah, I would if it. The one thing I didn't, you know, if the I forget which of the Thrustmasters it was, but there also wasn't any way to screw it down to anything, so I couldn't put it on a piece of plywood and screw it in so it wouldn't move. An option I also have on the Warthog, they've got mounting holes.
Oh, that's cool.
It is. You know, it's made out of titanium. It is. Now, I know I've said this to you before, but I don't think Nate's heard it. When I was a kid, one of the local air shows had an A10 Warthog show up, and they let people sit in the cockpit. So I got to sit in an A10 cockpit and put my hands on the throttle and stick.
Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
And there is no difference. This set is the throttle and stick from an A10C. And all they've done is put USB connectors onto the controls. And other than, you know, fit and function, this is the pieces of an A10C cockpit in my hands. So it's absolutely amazing. And given that the A10C is my favorite airplane, it's really nice to have the throttle and stick in my hands.
Yeah, it'd be cool to come across a military pilot on here that had flew one to see if it was, you know, close to as accurate could be.
Well, I can tell. Well, first of all, it's a licensed perfect replica.
Yeah.
So the fit and form and material are identical. Whether or not it performs perfectly the same in game, well, that's more programming than anything else. But this, I mean, literally, I mean, one of the selling points of this is that it is a licensed, fully accurate A10C control set. The funny thing is, if you go into Flight Simulator, it automatically understands this throttle and stick. And so on this, all the autopilot functions, radar altimeter, and everything you've got on here that you could play with on the Microsoft Flight Simulator functions exactly as it's supposed to. It's automatically pre-set up.
That's cool.
I know this because I tried it. And proceeded to immediately crash the Cessna.
Oh, no.
I'll tell you, landing a real airplane is far easier than landing anything in Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Well, true, but you got the feel of the plane underneath you in real, where you don't in a simulator, unless you have a chair that's hooked up to have the same feeling and the same drift and stuff.
Yeah, that could weigh in. That probably does weigh a lot into it.
That's the reason why the term "flying by the seat of your pants."
Yeah, one of my wife's cousins is a pilot, and he let me take over the controls and then had me land it.
Yeah, that can make you kind of sweat a little bit.
Not at all. He just talked me through it, and it was so dead easy.
Yeah. I got my private pilot's license back in, what was it, 80s?
Mm-hmm.
To fly Cessna 152.
Yep.
And it was pretty cool. My husband at the time was a crop duster, and I'd go up with him every once in a while. But, he crazy. He crazy.
Of course he is. He's a crop duster. They do stuff no sane pilot would ever do.
I know it. He'd get down there and let the wheels sit there and just spin the wheels on the top of the wheat, and I was like, "You're crazy."
I tell you, my hat's off to those guys. That takes some real skill.
It takes skill and a lot of luck, because all the odds are against them.
Yep. Oh yeah, all it takes a little bit of the wrong wind and away you go. That's it.
Well, not only that, but at the end of the run, the guy line wires to the electrical.
Yep.
I've seen a lot of crop dusters crash because they hang a wing.
Or a wheel, yeah. Catch a tail wheel on it.
Yep. And just slings them right into the ground.
Yep. Yes, it's expensive. It's expensive to keep it too.
Back in the 80s, it was like $84 for the fuel for an hour.
Yeah.
So I can imagine what it is now. I wouldn't even want to imagine what it is now.
No, it's yeah. I've gotten too old. My eyesight's not good enough anymore. So. But,
the only plane I'll fly now, as old as I am, would be a biplane, and that's because it's damn near impossible to crash one of them.
Well, they don't want to land.
No, they just want to keep flying.
Yeah, they got so much wing surface. I mean, what's their stall speed? 20 miles an hour or something like that?
Yeah, you'd almost have to stop them to stall them. That's the reason why they used them a lot for militaries, because they could take them young pilots that didn't have much training, throw them in them, and send them up, because they'd basically almost fly themselves.
Yeah. Well, DC-10 was that way.
Attention all ships. This carrier is about to engage the French ship's drive. Please move to a safe distance.
It's a heck of a thing trying to land a DC-10, because it was, you come in, you get down close to the runway, and it picks up enough ground effect that you actually have to push it into the ground.
and I tried the amphibious planes.
Mm-hmm.
It's just hard to do that. I mean, you've got to have perfect vision and depth perception to do that.
Yeah, I've flown with some bush pilots. It's interesting.
Yeah.
Attention.
I was flying in, God, I can't even remember what it just looked like a freaking guppy, small amphibious plane, and they were taking water samples and stuff. And one of the bridge sites, I had to go with them to kind of monitor what they were doing, because it was right on our job site.
Mm-hmm.
And he just came out of the sky and just right down there and then boom on that water he landed in it. Like scared crap out of me the first time. And rough, oh my God, rough.
Well, rough was why he was able to drop down in one sweep.
Yeah.
I was talking with one of them, and he was saying, yeah, sometimes he has to overfly low to get a little bit of backwash on and get some ripples onto the water so he can see where the surface is, and come back, catch it on the second run through. Because some days the water is just so flat and so clear, you just can't see. You got no idea where it actually is, where the surface is. And so what he says, in that case, you fly down and you get 15, 20 feet off of it, and you're close, and you just go past and let the prop wash stir up ripples, go up the other, go down the end of whatever you're trying to land on, come back, and the ripples will be enough to break the surface so that you can see the surface well enough to land on it.
Right. Okay, it needs more tritium. I'm empty.
You're empty? Okay.
It's like 900 and something.
Oh, I'm empty. Well, I guess that means we'll just get it out of stock. How much do we need? We need 51. Okay. There we go. Full up. And now we're running off of the ship stores. Okay. Well, let's go see what's in this system.
We got 12. I'll go right. You go left.
Okay. Well, I'm not even out of the ship yet, so.
I'll wait. I'll find the line and then wait on you.
You can start scanning. That's fine. Doesn't matter. We're in a wing.
Plant release confirmed. You have liftoff.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retract.
Frameshift drive charging.
And you're clear.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
All right.
Like they're all in one group. Yep, you found them.
Yep. One left to find. And there it is.
Complete.
System map. Alright, let's see. Tortua Agile. Zemus. Ghost. And that's everybody. So we're not going to get much because people have been here. Alright, back to the ship.
Aye, aye, Commander.
Disengage.
Dropping out of FTL.
We welcome
You go
you
ahead and
to
go
this
first.
area, Commander. Please enjoy your
Okey-dokey.
stay with us.
There are a whole lot of pretty darn good, inexpensive sticks. There are also cheap sticks. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
Well, let me put it to you this way, Nate. I got it for this game. And no regrets. Absolutely none. And, you know, the throttle, the Warthog is $500 for the throttle and stick. Worth every penny.
Are you down?
I'm down.
We've got you safe and sound. Clamps engaged. Our services are at your disposal.
Yeah, and he kind of likes it from what I saw. I will never, I think, change from the Warthog. But, I mean, that's a personal choice because I love the way this thing feels. It feels solid. It feels nice. It's got the right amount of stiction to the movements. It's just, I love it. In fact, there's another add-on that I can get for the throttle side that bolts the throttle bolts right onto that gives me an extended switch panel. And when I have some spare cash, I will be buying that. Just to give me more buttons.
I don't need no more buttons. I have to have a cheat sheet as it is.
Well, I've got some that, you know, I got a whole bunch of stuff that are like double and triple mapped, and it would just be nice to have more. All right. So the next jump lined up exactly, precisely correct. So either the name changed or we both copied it down exactly wrong the same.
Okay.
Wonder if you might have copied it down in how I read it off, and I read it off wrong.
No, I usually try to go to the ship's thing,
Ah, okay.
write it down there.
Okay, well, I don't know. We both, it could be the name changed. All right, I will be back in just a minute. I need a short break.
Okay. Yeah, no. Let him do it, because when he get out there and all them stars, yeah, it's hard to pick where you want to go.
Okie dokie. Still 11 minutes to go to jump.
Welcome back. Oh. One of them planets has selenium, 4.2%.
Ah, that's a pretty high selenium.
It is landable.
Cool. I hope some of the systems coming up, we get to the point where we're not,
Attention. This carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in the system prior to departure.
I should say, where we are the first to discover it.
Yeah, that'd be cool. We should be getting close to something.
Hopefully. Further out we go, the less people who should be along the route, or should have been along.
Okay, well, this next system we're jumping to, the UP-G B10-5, I put interesting, earned 197,000 credits, so we'll have to see.
Yeah, none of them have been what we really had been expecting up to this point. So we'll see.
Well, that's pretty cool, Nate. Although Alaska's pretty doggone chilly. Well, except in the summertime.
I went up there once.
Never been. There's only 4 states I haven't been in. Alaska's 1, Maine is 2nd, Florida's 3rd, and Hawaii's 4th. Been in all the other ones.
I haven't been in 4 of them as well. Washington State, Oregon, California, and Nevada.
You mean you never been to Las Vegas, Nevada, or
Nope.
Reno, or?
Nope. Is it Nevada? No, not Nevada. It's New Mexico. We drove through a tip in Nevada.
Well, like I said, those were the only 4 states I haven't been to. I've been all across the top in Canada, in every one of their, what is that, provinces?
Provinces. Yep, I've been to every province in Canada, except the Northern Territories.
Attention.
And then I've been in Mexico.
In 5 minutes.
Just across the border, not very far.
Mexico, I've been to Cancun.
Well, it was by accident. I can't remember. Was it one of the little towns there, Borders?
Mm-hmm.
If you're not careful and you walk across the alley or the street, the other side is Mexico.
Oh, really? Right in the middle of town, huh?
Well, if you walk across the bridge, it sure is. Got to the other side, and this police officer came up, and he says, "Are you meaning to visit?" And I says, "Visit? I was just looking around town." And he said, "You realize you're in Mexico, right?" And I said, "No." "Well, when did that happen?" He says, "When you crossed the bridge." And I said, "Hey, I'm out of here." So I turned around and walked back across.
Well, I've had a couple of cruise ships stop at Cancun. And both times I went over to Playa del Carmen. And from Playa del Carmen down to, geez, what's the Mayan ruin in there? Not Chichen Itza. Name's not coming to me right now.
Oh, I think I know which one. I think, but yeah, I can't recall it. But this was back in the 70s and 80s, and they didn't. The border wasn't really marked back then. It's kind of like nobody really cared where the border was.
Yeah.
Oh, and when I went to Canada, you still did. I mean, when I went, you didn't have to have a passport to get to any of them. I know nowadays. I think don't you have to have a passport to go up there?
No, you can go on a driver's license. They prefer a passport, but you can go on a driver's license.
Okay. I don't know who it was. A friend of mine said they went up there and they had to make sure they had their passport and it was current. And I was like, when I went, the only thing they asked me if I had anything to declare, and I said that I'm an American citizen. They
Yeah.
looked at me like nobody cares.
Yep. Maybe you do need at least a passport card now. I don't know. I mean, I got my passport years ago because I was going on business trips over to Europe, but and so now whenever I go out of country, I bring the passport.
Never been, like I said, Canada and Mexico is further, so I didn't want to go anywhere else.
Well, I went over to France. Via Heathrow. I want to go to Scotland. I want to go do the distillery tour.
That might be alright.
Every day.
Scotland wouldn't be bad, or even Ireland.
Yeah, well, my family originally came 3 generations back from Scotland, so. And I supposedly have relatives still over there, because the two brothers came over here and the sister stayed over there.
Looks like we're getting ready to go down below, huh?
Yep. Should be just about time. There we go. Space fart.
Attention, carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
When I was up at Canada in Alaska, I wanted to really get a good grizzly picture. I failed miserably. Although of the group of us that went out trying to get pictures of one, I'm one of the few who actually got one, just because I had a big enough lens.
Hangar bay secure.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, it's a shame you couldn't have toured it, but it's cool. You got some good beer there.
Hmm. Scottish single malt whiskey. Yummy. But I don't.
I went out today. Go ahead.
Said, but I don't dare indulge these days because alcohol lowers your immune response. And that's one thing I don't want right now.
Yeah. I was going to say, I went out to my peach tree today and pulled off 2 peaches. They're still pretty firm, so I've probably got another week, maybe a week and a half before it's time to go pick them.
Attention all ships. This carrier is about to engage the frame shift drive. Please move to a safe distance.
I know it's going to dump me out just beforehand, but I still want to try.
Well, Nate, thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
Go over to Iraq. It was a mess.
Yeah.
Attention all personnel. Frame shift drive has been engaged.
We've actually got quite a few veterans that show up on this channel, and yeah, for all of the ones that do, thank you very much for your service. I do really appreciate the fact that you folks are the ones that earned, or that basically paid for the rights that I so happily enjoy. It's nice to be able to choose your own career rather than having the government choose it for you. It's nice to be able to just go drive state to state to state, you know, all the freedoms that we enjoy.
Sometimes I think people forget how free we are.
Yeah. I mean, our free, you know, the government has over time impinged our freedom somewhat, but I mean, we're still pretty much the freest country in the world, so. Don't have too much to complain about.
But you can if you want to.
You certainly can. You have that freedom. All right, what are we looking at here?
They changed these systems.
Yep. Oh, how much?
Either that or because we've been here before, it's not going to give it to us.
No, that's not it, because that was in beta, so that doesn't count.
Well, I didn't get nothing.
Yeah, it just means we're too far out. Oh, well, that kind of sucks.
What?
He got tossed out because he didn't rank fast enough.
Oh.
All right, let's go see what this system's all about. You already left.
No, I'm waiting. 23. Flat. Oh,
Retract landing
Clear
gear.
for launch.
Landing
Departure
gear
confirmed.
we may have some interesting bodies in here.
Okay.
Frameshift drive charging.
You know, part of it, you know, when we were out in the beta, they had zeroed out all the exploration data. So, you know, we got first for everything. So a lot of stuff, you know, we got much more for the system than we would. You know, it's just like a 50% increase or something like that for first. So,
Okay.
so we had that going on as well as, you know, a lot of these, like, you know, this system, you know, somebody's already been here and gotten the first on this. So,
Okay. So all of our interesting systems may not be worth a hoot.
well, they'll be worth less. I mean, some of them were so big they're going to be worth something anyway.
True.
Just not what we were expecting, you know, coming out because, well, people have been there.
Where's that big boy at?
There's no big boy. There's only an icy missing somewhere. I already got the big one. Ah, there's the icy.
System scan complete.
All right.
We got some rings.
Yeah. System map.
I see rings.
I see. Nice. Maybe we should go check them for hotspots. Draconis. Amy detect.
Well, we also got some terraformable candidates too.
Oh, well that's good.
Candidate for terraforming is A2, A3.
A2 and A3 are terraformable, huh? Well, we might as well go scan those.
Well, if you want to do that, I'll go get the icy ring.
Okay.
It's only 3,000 light seconds out.
And I don't think anyone has mapped these. Oh no, they have. Never mind.
Have they?
I think so.
Mine's showing that they
System map.
haven't.
Draconis discovered it. Amy mapped it on both of the terraformables.
Okay, well, no, they didn't do this one. They didn't map this one out here.
No, it looks like only the terraformables were mapped. So Amy Detect came through and was, you know, checked for terraformables, mapped the terraformables, and then took off. Which, I mean, I can
Quite
understand.
a bit for them anyways, don't you?
Well, that's most of the value in the system. And even without firsts, it's still going to be a significant bump in our paycheck for the system.
Okay.
Surface scanned by 50.
Yeah, there's all sorts of carrier groups doing different things. You've got the Deep Space Support Array going and doing their thing. System map. And then you've got other ones that are going on other missions around, so. I wanted to be part of the Deep Space Support Array since I had I'm planning on actually leaving it out there, but I wasn't quick enough to, I didn't find out about it till submissions were closed. So I'm going to put my carrier out where I wanted to put it anyway. And I'm going to advertise it on all the forums that that's where it is and that's where it's staying. And
No hotspot.
No hotspots. Okay.
But we got a 50,000 bonus, which I'm surprised. Efficiency bonus. Usually,
Oh, okay. Yeah, you got an efficiency bonus. Oh, that's cool.
yeah, usually I mess up on the ones that rings. Coming back to the ship, Commander.
Okay, I'm almost at the second terraformable. Because I like the idea of just leaving it out there for people to use as a, last safety stop before making the final run to Beagle. I originally wanted to put it at Beagle, but there's so many people already planning to put their carrier out there that I said, well, I'll put it last stop.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Ooh, efficiency bonus. Way to go there.
Always. I haven't, not on the huge planets, but on any of the planets that I know the pattern for, which is anything up to 9. I don't even think about it anymore. But, you know, having made 2 trips across the galaxy, exploring all the way, I've shot so many different planets. I've had a lot of practice.
All I have to do, well, maybe not as much as you, but, you know, that 12,000 light year jump at economy, yeah, I had a lot of practice.
Well, by the time you get back from where we're going to put the tablet, you'll be a master at scanning stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'll probably never want to scan another thing.
Well, you'll certainly be looking for a break.
Considerate pilots are welcome.
Such a polite voice.
It beats the mail that you had on the beta. He was kind of rude sometimes.
Yep, and he's the default voice. First of all, I didn't like his voice. He was too computerish. Oops, I'm going to get to do the loop of shame. Because I wasn't paying attention to what I was doing. Loop of shame.
Oh, that's when you just say you just wanted to see what was on the other side.
I didn't like that approach vector. I'm going to have this one.
Yeah, never admit. Never admit. Oh, hey, yeah, I'll take that every day. 1,115,772 credits. Ching.
And that's without any first bonuses.
Yeah.
Disengage.
Leaving hyperspace.
Communications established. We are ready to receive docking requests.
Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Permission granted. A landing pad has been assigned to you.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed. Contact confirmed. Solid approach. Our services are at your disposal.
1.1 mil. Thank you very much. Plus the carrier gets a little on top.
Plus we also get our names on it first map by.
Yep. Oh, that one you did, yes. The other two not.
No. But one's better than none.
It certainly is. Okay. System map. And there we are. Yep.
Our first on our big excursion trip.
Yep. Nice. Oop, looks like this is going to be the last jump of the night because it's 10 o'clock already. How did it get to be?
Hanging with it till it jumps, or are we
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get off before?
Oh yeah, we'll hang with it through the jump and scan the new system and then call it a night.
Sounds like a plan.
So we're obviously not going to make the kind of speed we made in the beta because
We're scanning.
we're scanning, we're making money.
Well, by the time we get out there, you should have a good week's worth or 2 or 3 of carrier expenses, so it's worth it.
Yep. Nice. Type 6 is a fun little ship. The 7 and the 9 are cows. I didn't mind the 6.
I think I was flying a 9. I was wanting a 10, but everybody says no, 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 no. I think a Type 10. The biggest one they got, whatever it is.
Well, the Type 9 and Type 10 are the same ship, just outfitted different, just laid out internally different.
Okay.
So the 9's the cargo version, the 10 is a battle platform.
Okay. Well, somebody said that the 10 was too easily mass locked.
I don't know, it's one of the bigger ships in the game. The only things that'll mass lock it are Anacondas, or the Cutter, or Corvette.
Yeah.
I mean, a Type 9 can mass lock it as well because they're the same size, but...
I have seen, going into those nav beacons, I've seen where Type 9s come in there and they're wanted. It's like, really?
Usually they're smugglers. Although, why you would smuggle in a Type 9? It seems...
There's no way you could get through without being scanned by somebody.
Oh, you can.
Well, silent running.
Yeah. You can. The way you do it is you start 10 kilometers out. You boost like crazy till you get to 7. Get your docking assignment, and then go silent running and coast in. Shieldless is crazy. I mean, I don't think I'd try that on a T9. It just seems like you're asking to be blown up.
Well, that's A4 taking after you, you know? I've seen you run either shieldless or so little shields that wasn't, on your jump anaconda going to Colonia.
Yes, but the jump conda only has enough shields to protect it from docking. But it never carries cargo. Ever.
Well, let me tell you, A4, that one starport, Weaver Vision, if I didn't have shields on that cutter, I would have had more damage than I had credits to pay for, because every time I went through the mail slot, either going in or coming out, it dragged me through it. It's like, come on, I got auto dock and launch, man. Can't you hit the hole?
Attention, this carrier has scheduled a hyperspace jump. Please conclude any outstanding business in this system prior to departure.
Yet another reason to learn how to fly it in without that damn auto dock.
One day. If I could see better, I would. Boosted into the mail slot and got out 15%.
Ow! I can see that, though.
Oh. Well, when you told me the other day you were shieldless, it's like, if I hadn't been loaded, I'd have come out there and run interference for you. As Trace says, if you can't hit him by shooting him, run into him.
Well, you've seen me run over small ships often enough.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's a shame you can't just, like where I'm at, just take off straight, hit that ramp, and just launch into the sky.
Darn it, you're daring me to do that, aren't you?
I met with the ship, we can't get the SRV out. Dang it.
Attention, carrier jump sequence is underway. Lockdown begins in 5 minutes.
Did you hear what some people that had carriers were doing? They were ganging up and parking in certain systems that was popular for tritium and stuff, and keeping other carriers from coming in.
That doesn't surprise me, but I hadn't specifically heard that.
Yeah, they was calling a blockade. And according to them, they were doing it on purpose. And I was like, well, that's not nice. You used your head pretty good there on skipping us out there that one system, yes. Because you come out of that station and just jump, and you were there, and you only had like 45 seconds to worry about a pirate getting you.
That was A4's request.
What?
A4 requested that I do that.
pretty good thought
It's a
process.
real good idea. That was nice.
Yeah. Especially when I got that stupid Mamba that every time I went for a load, he tried. It cost me $100 fine, but that's all he got. The first time he jumped out there, blocked my way, and my auto dock run me right smack dab into him. The second time I was prepared, and when I come in there, I didn't put auto dock on as soon as I usually do. And when he jumped in front of me again, I dodged him.
Yeah, they seem to do that.
In that second time, I made sure I clicked on him so that, because you had some Fed ships in there, you know, federal security ships, and I thought, why aren't you guys shooting at this little boy? He's wanted.
Because nobody scanned him, so they didn't know. And then when you turn and, you know, click on him to do a quick scan, they're like, "Oh, look, he's wanted."
Yeah. Now, this is a question. Like, we're coming in to dock on your carrier, and you go into that no fire zone, but you scan somebody and they're wanted. Can you shoot at them, or you're not supposed to shoot in the no fire zone?
You know, I've never tried that, but I'm pretty sure you can't shoot at them.
Okay. Well, the feds do. Is the reason why I asked that.
Oh yeah, the feds do a lot of things. That's gotta be annoying to get that same bug twice in a night.
Anything slows the grind down? Or prolong the grind, I guess I should say.
Mm.
Your ship here, you got it labeled underneath Empire? Or registered as Empire?
Nope.
Okay.
But that sticker's on there. I hope they give us the opportunity to change those decals to something else.
Okay, well, I was just wondering because I went over here and checked on my stat board, and it shows that I'm gaining Empire rank.
Huh, okay.
Or reputation, not rank, but reputation.
Carrier is now under pre-flight lockdown. All services have been suspended.
You know, it might do that because I think the system I bought it from was an Empire system.
Okay, and so, okay. We'll have to try that out. I'm going to write down what the percentage is and see the next time I sell anything to you.
Landing pads retracted. Hangar bay secure.
Well, if so, it's not moving very much. I'm still at 30% Duke, and that hasn't changed. Although my
reputation.
my rep's gone up by 17%.
Yeah, I think I said rank, but I meant reputation.
Yeah. Be interesting if the rank went up too. That would be fun.
Well, you'd think. Well, you have to have the silly. No.
But I don't think sale of cartographic data counts for rank.
No, it should, but it don't.
Yeah.
It just helps you get the reputation so that you get better
Better
missions.
missions, yeah.
Maintenance crews have signed off. All scheduled work has been placed on hold until the jump is complete. All crew, prepare for carrier jump.
Attention all ships. This carrier is about to engage the frame shift drive. Please move to a safe distance.
And it's so occasional that you got it twice in the same night.
Attention all personnel. Frame shift drive has been engaged.
Attention. Counting down. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Space farts.
That seems to be the gift that's going to keep on giving.
Yeah, I hope they change that noise. Actually, what I really hope is they give us the ability to choose different ones.
Oh.
I don't care if I have to pay for it.
Okay, I'm going up, looking around.
Okay, I'm filling it with, I'm filling up on tritium, and then I'll come join you.
Well, as slow as I am, you'll catch me.
Nice.
Ship released. Restrict speed until a carrier is far behind you.
Retract landing gear.
Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, I do like the looks of the Imperial ships.
Frameshift drive charging.
And you're clear.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Got quite a few rings around them. Blah.
Nice.
System scan complete.
System map. Alright, let's see what we got here. Ricky Rickson. Rick Kameroff. Ricky Rickson and Rick Kameroff. They got the whole system. But nobody... I understand why nobody's scanned anything.
Nobody has mapped the
No.
rings. We got one that's metal rich, 2 icy rings,
Yep.
pristine.
Oh, it's all going to be pristine out here, right?
Okay. So which ones you want to get?
Let's just hit the rings. I'll just hit the icy rings, I guess. Unless you want to hit the others, I mean that's fine. You can continue.
No.
You can continue exploring if you like.
No, I was wanting to know which one you wanted to go for, and I'd go for the other one.
Okay. System map.
From the carrier in, you got the little bitty one, then you got the next one, and then the other one towards closest to the main star is metallic.
Okay, so I'll just get the. I'll get
Or
the.
metal rich, excuse me.
Yeah, so I'll get the purple icy.
Okay, I'll get the white one.
And then I'm going to call it a night. I'm not even going to scan the planet. I'm just going to shoot the ring to see if there's any hot spots.
Okay.
Surface scan complete.
Look at all those pretty hot spots.
Of?
I don't know yet. Let's see, what do we got here? Granditerite, low temperature diamonds, alexandrite, granditerite, tritium. We have 2 tritium hotspots.
Might be an interesting day tomorrow.
Yeah, and if you can,
Do any of them look like they're double or they're just single?
2 singles. One of them's quite big.
Okay.
One of them's a little tiny one. Or medium, I guess.
Well, that one just shot right through the ring. That's not fair.
Surface scan complete.
This one don't have.
21 probes for this guy. Oh my god.
This one don't have no hot spots. How many probes?
21.
Whoa. Mine take 8, but I'll probably miss them. I thought all you wanted was the rings.
Well, that was the original plan.
You changed your mind? No problem.
Surface scanned by 50%. Surface scan complete.
Headed back to the ship.
Okie dokie. %.
What are you doing?
I'm mapping the planet.
Oh, you tested them?
Night, A4.
Good night, A4. Are you testing both of them or just one of them?
I'm just seeing how many, you know, with 21 probes, what, how good I'm able to do here. Let's see.
Okay. Oh, you're in. Okay. Are you in the big one or the little one?
The big one.
Okay.
So I've taken 15 shots so far. I'm at 84%.
And you said it was what, a 21?
Yeah.
You'll get it.
Oh, yeah. Just looking for the next spot to shoot. Did a pretty good job covering this thing. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here's an area.
Hull integrity compromised.
Oh, shit.
What?
What did I crash into? Did I crash into the ring? I think I crashed.
Looks like the ring.
Ah.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage. Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
It's not letting me get out of here. Allied ship with what trajectory? I don't have a trajectory. I'm stuck.
Ready to engage.
There we go. All right. Oh, seriously, it lost all my scanning.
Oh. It shows you 18. Oh, okay. Yeah. Or 16, rather. 18, 16.
Well, I'm not making efficiency target on this guy.
Oh, well.
And I have no idea where I'm missing. So now I'm just launching.
Surface scan complete.
There we go, finally. So, note to self, running into the ring is a bad thing to do because you lose your scanning information.
Well, that's a good learning experience.
Yeah. Alright, back to the ship.
We got 21,000 for that one right there.
Well, that's a nice thing.
For the one you just scanned. Those stars to the right of your carrier there almost looks like a candy cane. It goes up and kind of makes a curve look interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, tomorrow I'll jump in one of them tritium hotspots and see how much percent. Well, you know, I'll shoot 10 or 20 rocks, see what the percentage is. Get what I can.
Okay, I'll open up a ability to purchase, so you can sell them off.
Oh yeah, forgot about that. Well, it don't matter. I mean, I'll have them on my ship.
Well, who knows? Maybe you'll fill your ship and then some.
Well, that's true too. Yeah. Be prepared, I guess.
Yep.
Not only that, if Yeller gets on, he's got a full cargo hold full. But I did mark this system down and put Planet 2
Yeah.
as 2 tritium spots.
Disengage.
Exiting hyperspace.
Our carrier respects careful pilots. Watch your speed at there.
Open hailing frequencies. Open hailing frequencies.
Requesting docking permission.
Clearance granted. Move directly to your landing pad.
Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
We've got you safe and sound. Commence shutdown. What can we do for you, Commander?
Alrighty. 35K. Let's see, we're full up on tritium.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Alright. Carrier management. Commodity trading.
So it looks like I put, what, about 900 in there?
More than that, I think. Oh no, I guess you're right, it's about 900. Yeah, 898.
I doubt if I get that much, but we can always hope.
Well, you know, if Yellow gets online, it might happen.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Alright. So that's where we're at for tonight. And I'm out of time. We had a decent crowd tonight. Thank you everyone for coming along. Nate, I know you're still here. It's good to have you along. And we will pick this up again tomorrow night, 8 p.m. as usual. That's all for now. This is Trice Majestus signing out.